My lovers, Aries Nation and their lovers, welcome to my channel and welcome to your December 2020 astrological sign update. My name is Made for Love. So guys, when you're watching these readings for love, somebody want to talk. When you're watching these readings for love, you're not just going to watch your sun sign. You're going to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and your rising sign. And then you're going to watch your person's placements in these areas, because when it comes to soul connections, the energies can definitely be flipped or vice versa. Okay? And then you're going to use your intuition. And any title that draws your attention, that's your spirit guides trying to guide you to a particular message. Now, the whole message may not be for you because it's a general reading. All right. So you turn on your discernment, bing, and your heart will know the answer. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a multidimensional look at your person, and we're going to start with a message from their higher self. What does their higher self want you to know at this time? So that's my divine counterparts. I almost said devout. So somebody is dedicated to. That's my divine counterparts in separation deck. We're going to get a message from their shadow self. And I'll be using Mystic Moon's Twin Flame Shadows. We are going to ask Spirit, what are they healing at this point in time? Now, I also say, watch these readings twice. Watch it once for your person and then watch it once for yourself, especially if you're a twin. Because usually you're mirroring the same issue, just more nuanced aspects of it, okay? And healing, you have to be very objective and look at yourself with the sword of truth, right? You have to look at yourself with the sword of truth. And really be objective, because that's the only way you're going to get the most out of your healing journey. I remember a subby. She came on the channel and she was commenting about her DM and saying he's such a narcissist, a manipulative, and she was saying that this reading could definitely not be for her because she's not like that, la 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 la, and she's healed, whatever it is. So I answered, and I was saying, your twin is your mirror. We're asking now, what are they experiencing on the Twin Flame Soulmate journey with my twin experience deck? And I was saying, they are your mirror. If you're objective, you can see your shadows in them. And then she went full on the attack. Attacking, why am I taking two? Yeah, because I'm so caught up in the story, right? She went full on in the attack. Okay. And she was attacking me for actually questioning her. And then I pointed out to her that she was just talking, and then we're going to get a message from their 3D self, that she was just talking about her DM. And saying that he was this and that. But that she was basically now doing the same thing to me. And because I raised that to her attention, she said that I was bullying her. So she's gone into victim mode now. The the typical narcissistic tactic. Right? When you call them out on something, they go into victim mode. Go into victim mode now. I'm bullying her, and she reported me to YouTube. Okay? So the thing that she accused her DM of, well, that's how I knew she was a twin, right? The thing that she accused her DM of, she too had a deep shadow that was suppressed, but from the time you challenged her, it came out. So I could not have gone into all of this, and with you in particular, for no reason. So what I'm getting here, whoever you're watching this reading for, or whoever is in your immediate environment, they are a direct mirror of you and your shadow. And if you really want to be on this healing journey and really get the most out of your healing journey, it's about responding to those triggers and doing that healing. Okay? Okay, and it's like you are meant to speak up about something, but you're holding it deep inside because my throat was fine all morning, and now I'm talking to you, and it's kind of closing up. All right? Okay, so we will have to rebuild the trust to build a solid foundation for our relationship to heal and thrive. I'm trying to remember who had this. I feel it was one of those from yesterday, so that would have been Aquarius or Pisces. I think that's what we had. It was most of the reading was about a trust issue. Okay, so it looks like you guys have trust issues, both of you guys. Now it could be that maybe trust was breached in this relationship. Okay, and that's a different kind of exercise than persons who come in with trust issues, where no matter what the person does or no matter who the person is, they just don't trust anybody. All right, but there's something here about trust being broken. Anyway, let's see what the higher self wants to do. All right. The higher self is saying that your person is ending a big cycle here. Okay. It looks like their world has been turned upside down and had to happen for them to step into this magician's energy. You see the wand in this person's hand? Beautiful. Right. So this had to happen in order for your person to step into their power. So they're totally discombobulated at this time. But know that through this experience, they are going to find their strength and they are going to find their truth. Now we have a coward coming through. And that was this person's shadow, okay? It's like, you have to do something. Put yourself out there. Speak up, right? You have to speak up. Express yourself. Express your emotions. But this person just didn't want to be vulnerable. Did not want to change. Didn't want to step into their power. But now, whatever has happened in their life, whatever spirit has brought their way, is challenging them now to step out of this coward energy and get into the other C word, which is courage. Okay? Because courage, when we look at the emotional scale, okay, courage is where the vibration of love begins. Everything else before courage is fear. Everything else before courage is fear. So you can look at the emotional spiral. Thank you for that confirmation. You can look at the emotional spiral on my community page. Just go about 2 months back. Or you can just type it in and you're going to see the spiral there. And courage, love only begins at courage. Everything after that is attachment and fear. Okay? So what are they healing? We have dark force entities. Okay. All right. So there's something here about interference. Now, interference, it could be just dark force entities. It could be literally dark force entities, energetic interference, and you might need some spirit release therapy. So you can check me for that. But what I'm getting here as well, I'm getting interference for a lot of negative people, negative energies. Okay? A lot of negative energies around you guys that are trying to interfere. Okay? Dark force entities could be issues from the past, negative issues from the past that we've buried deep inside. Our own inner demons. There is this as well. All right? So I'll pull cards on all of these, but this is just what's coming out. What are they experiencing on a twin flame soulmate journey? Okay, so we have some abundance that's coming through here. So I see them working on their abundance at this point in time, and it looks like there was some kind of abundance left for them by their ancestors, because soul star chakra also comes through, and this talks about your akashic records, your past lives, and karma. So it looks like they are getting some kind of karmic return. So for stepping into their power, okay, they are about to reap whatever abundance or gift that was left to them by whatever inheritance that was left to them by their ancestors, by spirit. They are about to tap into this because you see they're unlocking their soul path. They're unlocking who they really are. Okay, now they will want to rebuild the trust. So there's been some kind of breach here. So let's go deeper into these cards and let's see what the messages are. Okay. Oh my God, they're a mess. See, I told you things are falling apart with that world card. And usually I don't get with the world card, that one in this deck. I don't usually get that things are falling apart. But I am getting that today. All right, beautiful. Right, so they're realizing that things have to crumble. Their addictions, their codependencies, toxic relationships. This shit all has to crumble in order to make way from this Two of Cups, this true love. Now, for some of them, they were in a toxic connection, something that was based only on sex. But look, you Aries came into their effing life. You came into their life here, and you shook shit up. Now, it looks like this person's been trapped in their head for some time, trapped in what they were programmed, what they were taught, right? They felt like they just couldn't move out of wherever they were at. But I see them coming forward and delivering some kind of message here, but know that you're dealing with somebody who has abandonment issues, and they know it. They know it. So this is why this person was staying in some toxic ass relationship, something that was so very burdensome, right? They got abandonment issues. They're afraid of being alone. Yeah, they're a coward. I'm sorry, cross-watcher, but you take it as it resonates, because it may not be for you, cross-watcher. Okay? But there's something here. Yeah, they were being a coward, right? But now they're being forced to make this choice. Spirit is telling them, face your fear. Nine of Swords in reverse. Face your fear, make a choice, start something new. So this is what Spirit is working with them on right now. But you know, every time there's forward movement, every time you're looking to really pick yourself up, that's when, the interference multiplies. Whoa. Yes. Now, Seven of Pentacles sometimes can talk about the past. Seven of Pentacles can talk about the things that we've invested our time and energy in. For some of them, they consciously associated with dark force entities. For some of you, these people might be, your person might be energetically aware and may have consciously invoked these dark force entities. Okay. For others, they have invested in negative people, or there are other people here. And especially as I see soul star chakra, they have negative entities and karmic imprints attached to their ancestral line. So that's what they're trying to heal. So somebody's doing some ancestral healing as well. Your person knows this too. And the only way to transmute it is for them to step into their truth. Your person knows this. Okay, Ace of Swords. Yep, it's attached to their ancestral line. That's what's been stopping them from being happy. But it looks like there's some kind of abundance that they're inheriting, because I see them stepping into their power. Yeah, because they've accepted this soulmate or twin flame journey. They are getting some kind of abundance from the universe because they've stepped into, look, you here again. They've accepted this relationship. They've accepted their spiritual gifts. They are stepping into their power, and this is why they're reaping this abundance. It's a gift from their ancestors. It's a gift from their ancestors. For a lot of them, it's some kind of abundance in business. Yeah. And it's something that was previously denied to them because they were cavorting with karmic energies, and they weren't speaking or living their truth. So it looks now they want to come back and rebuild this relationship, to rebuild the trust in this relationship. Yeah, you guys it looks like you guys had a tower moment. Okay, you guys may not be talking right now. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it looks like this person, it looks like they were in a karmic cycle that they felt like they couldn't move away from. But they're bored there, they pressed there. But it had to happen for them to move into the truth of who they are. Now, let us see where their mind and heart is at right now. I want to thank Sandra C for giving me this early Christmas gift of the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. It's by Ciro Machete, which is one of my favorite authors. Let's see where their mind and heart is at. All right, we got a 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So again, the abandonment issue comes through. Huh? When they think about you, they think about this connection. Where is their mind? What are they thinking? We have the 10 of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We have the Knight of Swords. Lots of truth, huh? Gemini. No Gemini comes through with the truth. And we have the 5 of Wands. All right. Now, your person having some drama coming through here. Okay, so there's it. Again, this is also a card of interference. And it's right on that Dark Force Entities card. So they are surrounded by a lot of negative and karmic people. But it could also be Dark Force interference in this as well. All right. So they are experiencing a lot of drama. But they had to go through that in order to end this cycle that they've been in. They have been in a cycle where they have hooked up with negative people, been in codependent relationships, may even have addictions because they're afraid of being alone. They're afraid of being alone. Spirit's pushing them into this truth because the amount of pressure that Spirit is applying right now to your person, they're going to turn from that coal into that diamond real quick. Real quick. They're going to recognize the truth of who they are and they're going to speak this truth. And they don't care how it comes out. Because the Knight of Swords does not care how the truth comes out. He just delivers the truth. He does. Some of you guys are separated because of COVID, because I'm really drawn to the mask in front here. Some of them may have COVID at this point in time. I see the mask here. But it could be that they were previously muzzled, not able to express themselves, not able to express their truth. They could have been muzzled by interference. Let's see their heart space energy for you, Aries, or their lover. We have the 4 of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Star, Aquarius. We have the 2 of Swords. And we have the King of Cups, Scorpio. Heart space, they're in love. They're in love. I mean, King of Cups, and that's the thing. Even though they're in love, they're not saying shit, right? King of Cups is in love. Very mature. Very comfortable with his emotions. Is willing to offer the cup to the worthy. Okay, because that's how Scorpio is. They're really passionate and intense when it comes to the worthy and when they feel like they can trust you. And it looks like this person feels like they can trust you. Okay, they see you as the star, this bright shining star. You've just, been so healing to this person, and they do trust you, but they are confused. See, they feel like you are out of reach. You are out of their league. They don't think that they are good enough. They got some self-esteem issues going on here, and this really screws with their mental, as we say. It screws with their mind. So it is really a battle between the heart and the head, because the heart is pretty clear as what they want to do. But notice, look in the head. We have the conflict. We have the pain. We have the abandonment issue. And even in the heart, we have the conflict. But they are in love. They are in love. And they're healing. So this is really positive that they are healing. It's just that right now they feel like they're taking steps in the dark, and this person isn't accustomed to taking steps in the dark. They're not. I think this person's quite logical. With all the swords that are out here, there's a very logical being. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords, the Knight of Swords. We have the Star, which is Aquarius energy. That's more swords again. And then we have the 2 of Swords. This person is accustomed to analyzing things and making sense and logic, but you can't apply that to the emotional and spiritual realm. You can't do it. So I'm going to ask now, how are you blocking the connection? Now, before I used to ask, what is blocking this connection? But we're going to focus on our circle of control. So how are you, Aries, or the lover, whoever's watching, how are you blocking this connection right now? And the first card we have is Page of Swords. All right, so what am I getting with this? All right, so it could be that you've been withholding communication, or you've not been communicating the big issues that need to be spoken about. I see these two swords are crossed, so it could be that there's always been a communication issue between you guys. But what I'm getting from this, okay, is that there's some kind of childhood issue that also has you a bit confused. I'm going to pull a card on that. Okay, that's really blocking you from stepping into your maturity and really communicating effectively. Okay, now Page of Swords is also about stalking. So there's a bit of codependent energy that might be still within you as well. And as long as you are codependent on their energy, they're going to be codependent on someone else or something else. You have to break the cycle first. So I'll pull a card on that, okay? How are you blocking this connection? We have the Chariot in reverse. You see, you've not moved on. There's a feeling of stuckness here. Okay, you're stuck. I'm going to pull cards and see why you're stuck. All right? But it could be that same thing I was talking about, where you are still codependent on this person. You feel like you can't move on. That's Cancerian energy there. What's blocking this connection? We have the World. So it looks like you too, you're in some kind of karmic cycle that's wrapping up as well. Okay, or maybe this connection's being blocked so that you can wrap up this cycle here. Maybe it's a cycle of being stuck. I'm going to pull cards. And we have the Lovers in reverse. Maybe some of you guys have someone else and you have to make that choice for love. All right, so let's see. Let's see how Page of Swords is a blockage. How are you blocking this connection with that Page of Swords energy? All right, we have Two of Wands. And you see, that's what I was telling you about those two swords being conflicted. You two are conflicted. Okay, you two are at that crossroads. I'm not sure what you're being called to do. Okay, and because you're not sure, you're not investing in anything. You two lingering in a cycle of pain. But Spirit is asking you to walk away from whatever is not serving you. So there's something in your life right now that's not serving you, that some kind of decision that you may have made out of immaturity, okay, or out of being codependent. Remember, you said this was codependence as well. Spirit is asking you to walk away from that, okay, because what you're doing is you're just keeping yourself stuck. Let's see that Chariot in reverse. Yeah, you're stuck in pride and ego, right? That's the ego that does not want to die. That's the ego that's telling you you shouldn't be alone, or you can't be alone, or you can't make it on your own, okay? Yeah, you're not happy. You're not happy. For some of you guys, you might be with a third party and you're not happy there. But you're staying because you don't want to be alone. Yes, some of you guys are definitely with somebody else. How are you blocking this? Yeah, the Spirit is saying that right now, what is being required of you is for you to really go deep within, and that's the only way you're going to close off this cycle. It's an anti-cycle of codependency, as a side of not loving yourself enough. Spirit is saying you have to find the strength within you to step into your spiritual power, step into your physical power, and stop deceiving yourself. Okay, you're telling yourself some kind of untruth. You too are wearing a mask. It's like you don't want to face the full of your feelings. Whether it's things in the past, whether it's a situation with a third party, there's something you don't want to face. And Spirit is saying, unless you face this, you're not going to experience that true love that you want. For some of you, you're with someone else, even though you're thinking about this person, okay? And it looks like that person that you're with is a karmic. It's a karmic. That third party is a karmic. You have to make a choice for love. And it's only when you make that choice for love that your person is going to come forward. All right? So, based on the energies that we've seen here, what can we expect will be this person's actions towards you? And within a month of you watching this reading. We have the Knight of Cups, Pisces. And notice with this, unlike the Knight of Swords, there's no blockage by the mouthpiece. Okay, there's no mask. We have the Ten of Wands. Beautiful. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. And we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. So it looks like your person finally frees themselves. Okay, it looks like they freed themselves from some kind of toxic relationship here. And they come forward to express their truth. For some of them, they're going to be making an apology. Okay, but there's this big cycle of them toting baggage on their back that they are going to say adios to. Okay, they free themselves. Eight of Swords in reverse. All right, so what is the advice for you, Aries? What is the advice? What is the advice? So it looks like the coward finds courage. But what's the advice for you? You have to free yourself. It's exactly what I was saying. You have to break, and it says breaking free from a negative attachment. And we had a dark force entity. So some of you guys do need SRT. But for some of you guys, there is some kind of negative energy in your life. Now, it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a thing. But what Spirit is saying right now, it's time to really show the world the real you. Okay, it's time to follow your heart. It's time to follow your intuition. There's something that you need to free yourself from. Some kind of karmic cycle. Let's look at that. That's what, 25, sorry. So that's 25 reduces 7. That's the Chariot, and that's Spirit. Whether you realize it or not, you have become too emotionally attached or dependent on someone or something. Exactly as what I was saying. And that's what's blocking the connection. Or you have allowed or inadvertently caused someone to get too emotionally attached to you. What at first seemed like a healthy friendship or interest now seems to be taking over your life, or is creating too much codependence. A situation that initially seemed like a positive has now revealed its negative side. This is in effect like a form of addiction. You are being advised to examine this issue and then create some space between you. For your sake and for the sake of others, you must do whatever it takes to break free from this negative emotional attachment. Initially, this may cause some resentment and even a sense of panic, but the end result will be worth it. When you manage to emotionally detach yourself from this issue, you will have learned a valuable lesson, and this will serve you well in the future. The affirmation here is, I release myself from all negative attachment. I trust that this is for my highest good. I trust that this is for the highest good of all. I help others most by not allowing myself or them to be codependent. I look at every situation in a balanced way. All right? So free yourself, whatever you have to do. Spirit saying it's time to free yourself, okay? Somebody is either unduly attached to you, or you're unduly attached to them, and it's an addictive cycle. You got to break free from it. All right, my love, that was your reading. Grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes. And thank you so much for your love and support. Take care. Bye.